sure my bun is looking good. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's video. I'm going to show you guys step by step how to blend the acrylics, okay? The acrylics. Everybody's always asking me those questions on a regular basis. How do I blend the acrylics? How do I blend it? How do I blend it? What do I do, Danielle? So today I got you. I'm going to take you on the journey and we're going to blend some acrylics today. I'm going to tell you the do's and don'ts and how to get you from point A to point B and show you like some of the rookie mistakes a lot of people make in the beginning. And yeah, so let's get to it. Okay guys, hello. So let's jump right on in. As you can see, I'm going to be working in my sketchbook today. And I'm going to show you guys just a few colors, how to kind of blend things out. I know a lot of times people are like, oh, I really don't know how to do it. So I'm going to show you like the do's and the don'ts and some of the beginner kind of era that I see. And some of the things that even I like did in the beginning, you know what I mean? So I have just some regular basic colors here. You don't have to use these colors. You can practice with any colors. It's your practice session, you guys, so go ahead and utilize that. I just have magenta, yellow, cadmium yellow, and some sort of blue, but you can do any primary color you want to do, or you could just do one color just to get a little bit of the exercise in there. I'm using just any run-of-the-mill whatever brush. I think I picked, like, I got a whole pack of these from like Amazon. You want to drag off the excess. That's like the number one kind of beginner era, is putting too much water. It's like dripping wet, like boom, 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 like giant bowls of water on your painting, and that's not what we want. Okay, we don't want giant bowls of water. Now I'm going to show you a side-by-side comparison later what we do not want. Okay, and yeah, all right, so let's not do that. Let's not get our lives together like that. Okay, so I'm going to start off with something real basic. Let's go with magenta. Ooh, and we need white. So whatever colors that you choose, try to get some white to go with it. Hold on. So let's jump right into it. So this is all acrylics, you guys, as you see in the beginning. I had to jump and get some white acrylic. Put a little dollop. A dollop of daisy. Okay, so you want to have a little bit of water in the beginning. This is again, follow me. I'm never going to send you wrong, okay? A little bit of water. You want to always keep your brush wet. And I'm going to get, now, magenta is very powerful, so you only need a little bit of magenta. Alright, so I'm going to get some of that. And I'm just going to take straight up magenta. And let's go up here. Let's start at the top. Does not matter if you stay in the lines, because if you're anything like me, you won't stay in the line. Now again, you need to keep this wet, you guys. Keep it wet. I'm actually going to speed you up. And I'm just going to show you like one or two demos, show you what not to do. So, that's pure magenta, right? Keep this wet. That's the key That's the secrets to blending, is wetness. Boom. Okay? You should also be, now I'm dipping my brush still, right? Now is when you can grab your white. See how it's all wet? It's all relative. I'm going to drag some of that down. My brush is still wet. Now I'm going to wash my brush out. And this is all in one motion because acrylics tend to dry really quick, you guys. So that's where a lot of people get into these problems. And this is usually, you know what? I'm going to show you. I'll show you this like the proper way. And then I'll kind of show you what beginners usually do when you're first starting out, right? So again, keep this wet. Keep it wet, keep it tight, keep it right. See, it's starting to dry up on me, right? Right? And this is paper, so it's going to act a little bit different than regular whatever. Now is when you can go into the white. I got like full white here, you guys. Full white. Right? I just dabbed into that white. Okay, so now you can see there's still somewhat of a separation in between the three, right? Now, wash off your brush or get a separate clean, damp brush and go in between the seams. Boom, boom, boom. And you'll see how quickly this will start to disappear. That you will seamlessly start and continuously wash off your brush or dry it off on a rag on the side. Wash and drag. Wash and drag. This is something that you will learn over time, right? Alright, so now we have that. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. Alright? And then you can even go back into your magenta. Like, say it just dries up on you and it doesn't want to act right. Go back into it. Go get the another dollop of magenta or whatever color you're using. Wash off your brush, especially if you have too much, or get a rag and drag off the excess. These are the keys to good blending, okay? Go in between the seams. Continue to dry off your brush. Boom, 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 boom. You see that, you guys? Look at that. Seamless blending. So now we have 3 different values. Look how seamless that looks, right? I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can really catch this beauty here, yeah? Catch all the beauty. All the beauty, all the things, right? And you see that looks gorgeous. See how we was able to... Now you can take the brush and kind of go up, right? A damp, clean brush. Go up, 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 up. Once it gets to a certain dryness, yeah? And that's that, okay? So now let's head over to another color. Okay, so let me show you what happens with the newbies, right? So a newbie, this is what you don't want to do, okay? A newbie usually will go in and this is just a basic blue that I grabbed. A newbie will go in and you'll see kind of like this action, that action, and you'll see them do stuff like that. And like this, right? And then what will happen is you'll start to panic. Oh my god, I need to get another color. You start to like scramble. Boom, boom, boom. So then you'll be, while you're fiddling around and kind of grabbing another brush, getting another color, yada yada yada, figuring out, your life, you know what I'm saying, and trying to figure out what color you should do next, your color is slowly sitting over here drying, okay? And it's not even slowly drying. It's literally drying as you're having conversation, as you're panicking, as you're switching over to another color, right? So then you get into the white, and this is like a basic sky. Like, say you want to do a basic sky, right? And then they'll, then they'll go into the white, and then you'll see them do this. Like, look. And then see, by then, and then they'll have a lot of the paint. Like, the paint will be like this. You see, you guys? The paint will literally be like that. Like, globs of paint up into the faro. And then you'll see them do like that. Because they're trying to, like, figure out how to, like, cover things up. And yada, yada, yada. And then they'll grab more blue. And then it's, like, more globs of whatever. And then that'll happen. And then... You see what I mean? You see where I'm going with it? And then meanwhile, nothing is nothing is happening. Okay? And this is where, and then once this dries and you've gone into the depths of acrylic hell for a good 20 to 30 minutes, you have like a hot mess background and some sort of weird activities going on. And then some people will actually say, okay, well, let me switch to another brush. Let me figure out, like, what I need to do. And then, they'll come in with, like, a dry brush. Or, like, maybe the brush is, like, super wet, like, dripping like that. And then it'll be like this. You know what I mean? And then they'll, like, go in and then still continue to try to fix it. And then you have, like, 10 pounds of water, and then it's like a mess, and then they'll come back in with this, and yada yada yada, you know what I mean? And then like the background is a mishmash of like weirdness. It'll be streaky, it'll be weird, and then you're wondering kind of like what happened. And at the end of the painting experience, you've had such a horrible experience, you're trying to like reevaluate your life and try to figure out, why does my background look like this? Why is everything horrible? I don't know what's happening. Now, if you're an abstract artist, this right here may be something that's gorgeous for you. This may be what you're looking for, right? But if you are an artist and you want to have if you're a certain type of artist and you want to have a smooth background, you want to be able to blend, and you want to get those smooth transitions, this is what you're going to want to do. You want to have that smooth transition in between each color as much as possible, especially... now this is paper, so you're not going to have the full effect of what I'm talking about. But for, if you do it on acrylic, on an acrylic primed canvas, like something you get from Michael's, Joann's, whatever, Hobby Lobby, Amazon, then you will get a full effect exactly of what it is that you're looking for. Okay? Yes and yes. Now, let's go ahead and try something else, right? So let's move on to another panel, and we're going to try another color, and then I'm going to show you again you know what I mean? And we're going to speed it up a little bit, and I'm going to show you again kind of what I'm talking about. So this is a good time to practice, you guys. Really, really practice. Remember that art is a journey, right? Art is a marathon. Art is not a sprint. So really take your time and figure out, what do you want as an artist? How do you want things to look? I would say the planning stage is almost just as important as the painting stage, right? So that, you know what I mean? You like, give me a like if you feeling what I'm saying, okay? You feeling what I'm putting down, okay? Because I really want to know. Alright, so let's jump to the next panel. Okay, you guys, so let's dig in to the third panel. Again, wet your brush, make your plan, make your game plan before you jump into the painting. Put your colors out, kind of figure out where you want to go with it. What's going to be your color scheme, Where's your gradation? Yada, yada, yada. Figure all that out before you jump into your painting, so that way you're not scrambling around and confused. Let's do something that is like really popular, like a sunset type of painting. Let's go with that. So I'm gonna get some yellow and a little smidge of the, this makes a very good like Indian yellow, if you ever heard of that color. So I'm gonna get a little bit of cadmium yellow, quinacridone magenta, yeah, magenta, and I'm gonna get some of that. I'm gonna wet my brush, make sure it's enough wet, right? And then I'm gonna go in, right? And I'm gonna go side by side because I'm doing a sky here, right? So you want to make sure that your brush strokes is going in the same direction, whatever it is that you're planning on doing. And yeah, right? So we want to make sure we're doing that. Now I'm gonna add more yellow, right? And that's gonna get, now we're going with more yellow right here. And that's going to give me a lighter orange, right? Now is when we can get into white. Now remember, yellow and white are friends, right? So we're going to get a little bit of white to go into our yellow. Keeping your brush continuously moving and wet, you guys, right? Keep it wet, but not dripping, not like in a puddle. Right? And you can see as I'm starting to get that lighter haze right here, right? Keep it thick, keep it wet, keep it tight, all right? Now we're gonna go even lighter. Add more white. Here's more white. I'm literally adding more white, right? You probably can't see, so it's gonna be like a lighter yellow. Boom. Here we go, right? Hopefully you're seeing this. Hopefully you're seeing this. Yeah. And you want to keep going, keep moving. The key to acrylics is to keep moving and keep going. Now, once you get to certain ways down your painting and you have like everything's wet and still wet, sometimes you can take a little bit of water and spritz your, and in this case, this is my sketchbook, but this is heavy duty paper, so it could kind of withstand it. Now you get a clean, dry, damp brush, right? You want to squeeze off the excess. And let me kind of zoom you guys in. And you want to go in between. Go in between those layers. Now you can continue to go up because this stuff is starting to dry, right? And boom. You see how... Now you see how we had a plan, right? We had a plan. And since we had a plan, we were able to execute said plan very nicely and quickly without drama and stress and like panicking, you know what I'm saying? You can even add a little more quinacridone, but you only want a little bit, right? You don't want a lot. And add it to the top here if you feel like it's not dark red enough, because a lot of people love this combination of sunset. They love it, you guys, love it. But again, we had a plan here, right? Our brush is nice and wet, but it's not dripping. We had a plan, and we're ready to roll. Yes? You see that? And now we can go in Continuously wiping off your brush, making sure it's dry, clean, damp, and wet. And this is the key to having clean transitions, clean, you know what I mean? You want to watch yourself as you go into those other colors, especially as you get darker. You want to make sure you're not taking in any of the lighter colors into your darker spaces, right? So you want to make sure you're not doing that. And you can still see somewhat of a transition line. Now that's the key to having smooth transitions, is not having this hard line. So we're going to take it and we're going to kind of scrubble, squiggle, scrubble, right? And it's still kind of wet. It hasn't fully dried, so you might have some luck with being able to lift and go. Alright? And there you go, right? So you can see all of those different transitions between these different colors, right? There's more like an orangey right here. More of an orangey color. And then the key to acrylics also is layering, you guys. A lot of people don't tell you that. It's about layering. Because acrylics are naturally kind of streaky. And since they're naturally streaky, naturally they have issues. Since they're naturally streaky, naturally have issues, you definitely want to make sure that you're applying at least 2 to 3 layers. That is going to give you more of a kind of success when it comes to, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to give you more success when it comes to doing acrylics and making sure that you have those smooth transitions and all of that jazz, you guys. Yeah. So this one is pretty much dry. So we're going to apply another layer and then you're going to see exactly what it is I'm talking about, right? So straight up magenta. All right, let's apply that. Again, what are the rules of blending? Keeping it wet, keeping it tight, keeping it right. Yes? So that's still kind of wet. You know? Gonna go in a little more wet with it. Now I'm gonna just get some white. Straight up white. Straight up white. White. Now if that's too much white, go back into your pink. Right? And then you'll get another color altogether. Yes? So now we have the mid-tone pink. Wash off your brush. Sorry guys, I always have allergies and my nose be stopped up every time it's time to do a so now I'm taking this same magenta color and I'm gonna take it down into Magenta Town. Yeah? But I'm only gonna concentrate on this streak right here so that I don't have any hard lines. Yes? Okay, let's concentrate on that streak so I don't have any hard lines. Any hard lines, peeps. Okay? That's what we want to concentrate on. Now, we didn't forget about this one right here. Let's go in again. This is not like oils, and this is just straight up white. Right? Straight up white out of the tube. And yeah. But it's going to come out as a light kind of magenta. A light pink. because magenta is pretty much pink. Alright. That's what magenta is, my darlings. It is pink. Okay. Wash out your brush. Continuously washing out your brush. And keeping it wet. Keeping it tight. You could even... now, if you see you start to dig a hole into it, that's when you need to stop. Because that means it's too dry and you're just going to irritate it. Okay? So to speak. It's going to be irritating. Yeah. Okay? And that is... that, right? That is that. Okay. And that's how you do a seamless gradient. This is what you call a gradient. When you go from dark to light. Yeah? Or if you're doing maybe a landscape or something like that. And that's that, you guys. Okay, and bump. That is it for today's video. I actually did a color key over here. That's a good way for you to remember what your recipes are and how to do things. If you guys want me to actually make this template up for you, and you can get it over there on patreon.com/creativegirlofcolor. That's what I actually do. I will make up a template for this particular thing. If you want to do like a blending chart, and you'll have your key, your color key right here where you can remember your recipes. You can do any color combination that you can possibly think of. I would love to see it. And yeah, you can join it on patreon.com/creativegirlofcolor, and other goodies, traceables, and exclusive content, especially if you would like to support the channel. Every little bit goes a long way. So yeah, I love you guys so much. So much. And you know what it is. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.